Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. How is everyone doing on this wonderful Saturday, maybe even Sunday, when you're listening to this? Are you okay, guys? Did you see that? I completely... Sorry, guys. How's everyone doing? Hiya, Moya, Luna's mum, Wendy, Claire, Rosie, Laura, Catherine, Seri. Who else we got? Katie, Mewa. I can't say your name, but hello, love. Tracy, Josie, hello. Wise Angel, hello, lovely. Miriam, Robbie, hello. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. Because I goofed up, my chat's cut off and missed a load. Cat Wrangler, hello, lovely. She is here. Let the party begin. Let the party commence. Mickey Tinker, hello, lovely. Is everybody good? Sherry, hello. How are you doing? Hello, Ellie. Hello, Sharon. Morgan Le Fay. Hello, Morgan Le Fay. Jackie, hello, lovely. Sylvie, good afternoon. Kate, hello. Gillian, hello, good evening. Marge, hello, lovely. Hello, Whimsy, how are you doing? Let's just have Amelia, Vegas. Brisbane. I thought you mean Brisbane. Oh, hello, Julia. Lady Margaret, hello. Teresa, hello, lovely. How are you doing? Sonia, hello. How are you? Tammy, hello. Janine, hello. Silver Surfer, are you here? Silver, I think so. Polly, hello. Angela from Las Vegas, the actual Las Vegas. Hello. How are you doing? Jess, hello. Raven, hello. How are you doing? Silver Soul is here. I said Silver Surfer. Why did I say Silver Surfer? Hello, Angela, or little lurker, and good evening to all the lurkers as well. I do appreciate you as well. Let me just have a look. Put us on the naughty step. Where's Paula? I don't know. I haven't seen Paula. Hello, Claire. Hello, Helen. How are you doing, love? Patricia, hello. Sharon, hello. Amy, good evening. Hello. Deborah, hello from Wellington. Hello. Can you please, all the lurkers, please like for the stream for Seri, please? Thank you. It's an angel number 111 watching. Yeah, that's that is angel numbers. That's very positive, isn't it? Oh, Paula's there. Hello, Paula. How are you doing? Everyone just wondering where you were. You were missed. Hello, Gail. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, 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 everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. We've got a bit of a different one. I don't know how much card pulling there will be. I mean, I will turn up the lights, but I thought it's dim. It helps me do this type of work if the lights are a little bit lower. It's just stuff with your brainwaves. So tonight we are doing the world predictions for 2024. I have been trying to do a video about this. I have had some messages through already. I have had been shown some things, but because of everything that's going on, I thought, well, I will do a kind of like channeling with Winston Churchill's energy. And I sat to do it, to record the video, and he was just like, can you not just do it live? So I was like, okay. So that's why we're doing this live tonight. Oh my goodness. So let me just, I'm going to do a little bit of cleanse. Just to make sure there isn't any negative entities. I don't think there is. As you might tell, I've already put my candles on and done what I've needed to do, but I am going to say a few little prayers and stuff before we begin. But I'm going to tell you what to do. I have a crystal skull, and my crystal skull is always with me every day when I'm doing my energy work. I use my crystal skull to connect. I use my crystal skull to gaze in, to do meditation with. It's very much, it's a working crystal skull. I've also got this crystal skull, which is made of Preseli blue stone, and all of my Welsh friends will know exactly what this is. This is part of the stones that are at Stonehenge. It's quarried in a certain specific place in Wales. It's a really beautiful stone. It's like a grey blue with white inclusions. So we've got that as well. I've got that on my desk as well as having I've got a white quartz, like an elfin alien head, crystal head as well, and I've got some Lemurian crystal points. So we are all zoomed up and ready to go. So it's been a funny day with the news, hasn't it? With all of the stuff that's happening with the royal family and that horrible Omid Scooby book. I shared a reading from about 3 months ago, and it was predicting what's in this Endgame book, and I misspoke in that reading. I said royal racists. He's going to say royal racists, and I corrected myself, and I don't think I was meant to. I corrected myself to the singular, and I'm thinking, was that spirit just coming through? And I corrected myself, and I should have just left it as it is. He's not a very pleasant man. He's really not a pleasant man. But I am going to get some of you reading tarot cards. I have got, not for this stream, but into December, just on a random stream for no particular reason, I've got 2 decks of tarot cards to give away. Brand new, boxed, bought to give away. Still with the seals on. You've seen this deck used, and probably haven't seen this deck used on the channel, but I've got the tarot magic deck, and this one is called Dreaming Cat Tarot as well. So I'll be giving them away next week. inner life to keep it fun. I know Christmas is coming up, and even if you're not a tarot reader yourself, or you don't want to learn tarot, you can maybe regift them or give them to somebody who is interested in it. So I think it's open for whoever, wherever, but it's coming Royal Mail, basically. So it might take a while, but I thought if I do it next week, then it should get to you by Christmas. So that'll be fun. So I don't know which live. It might be Mondays, it might be Wednesdays. I'm not too sure when, but I'll let everyone know when it's happening. And it's just the same as all the other lives. You just have to be in the live and say a certain word to be in it, and then you get picked at random. The other prizes have gone. They have been shipped. I haven't heard that anyone's got them yet, but they are gone. I can give them to you, can I, Mickey? Just send them. It's fine. So yeah, I just thought it was a nice way of giving you little Christmas presents throughout December, because I don't know if we're going to get these baubles by December, to be honest. Yeah. Hiya, Deb. I think everything that has happened with the royal family, I feel bad for William. I feel bad for Charles. I feel bad for Camilla. I feel bad for Catherine. I feel bad for all of them. It'll even trickle into the kids' lives. So even Charlotte, George, Louis, maybe not so much Louis right at this moment in time, but definitely it's in the public domain. Kids talk. Kids can be very lovely, but they can also be exceptionally cruel. So it's, you know, I feel bad for the kids because someone's going to say something. So yeah. Yes, please like for me. I also have, which is absolutely, I've got jingle bells. So if you hear any jingling, it's not the cats. I now too. I don't know how I'm going to put this on. I've got a headset on. Ugh. Yeah. Polly, has she ever predicted anything that has come true? No. I think my favorite, when you're talking about other psychics, YouTube ones, I like Mystical Fortunes. I do. She's a very nice lady. Very nice lady, actually. And I really enjoy Psychic LJ. Psychic LJ is really good. Really good. Hello, Rhonda. We've got loads of Aussies in. I must be up early for Aussies. So those two I really like. I think Craig Hamilton Park is interesting. I think he's all right, to be honest. He's okay. But I really like, yeah. Yeah, and there's other tarot like Madwell Tarot and Tarot by Andy. Cool. Psychic LJ's voice is lovely. Yeah. You know, it's like the vibe as well. Like Madwell, like I think, I don't know. I don't watch too many of them, to be honest. What happened with Sky? I do not know. Bless her. I do not know, but she's not back, so maybe she just doesn't like it. 5 Sunday here, and you just put your sprinklers on. Psychic LJ is absolutely lovely. Psychic LJ is Psychic LJ is yeah, she's cool. Really, Raven, I think you've got to give it a few goes sometimes. I think she's very different. Not heard of LJ. She's a Geordie. She's got a thicker accent than me, and she sits and she basically does it from her kitchen. And she uses the cards, and she uses scrying, and she uses the guides, and sometimes she does like almost like trance mediumship, I guess. Psychic Louise Jones from the United Kingdom. She's really sweet. I love her. She's really nice. I've seen her at the shops once, by where my mum is, because she's not far from my mum. So yeah, she's really good. Psychic LJ. Hello, old bird. Hello, faraway tree. Yeah, we're just starting off. I haven't gotten into anything yet. I'm just chattering on. It's only 20 minutes in. I better go on with it, innit? Oh, just a reminder, got one of these to give away, and a Johnny Thompson candle, and another one. But you all know that you're here. I don't need to go on about it, do I? The EVP Voices is another one, Jess. She is really good. She's really good. And she's somebody who has a connection with spirit, and you can tell the way that she collects EVPs, and the EVPs and the spirit interacts with her. She is genuine. I don't know what her real name is. I'm sure she's like a Rebecca or a Amanda. I can't probably call Sarah or something, but I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure. But she seems really nice as well. I think she's definitely got a connection to the Tudor period, because her, like, a past life connection, because the people who come through to her are very boomf. Did really, Lizanne? He touched scabies. Well, that's good. EVP Voices is the name. Sari. EVP Voices. She's a little channel. I think she's about the same amount of subscribers as me, I think. You do like a Geordie accent, Raven? Well, Psychic LJ has got a broader accent than me. I get called posh. Can you remember when that person came on the channel and called me common? Oh, you common person. Oh, it's like, oh, whatever. Whatever. So I don't know what you want to know. Where shall I start? Where shall I start? Thank you, Cat Wrangler. That's the EVP, the Voices channel that Cat Wrangler's just shared in, and I think Cat shared Psychic LJ as well. You're posh compared to a lot of Northerners, yeah. It's because I've lived away. It's because I lived away. What is a Geordie? A Geordie is somebody who's born in the Newcastle area of the United Kingdom. Really, So somebody's born in Newcastle upon Tyne, and this is their accent, my accent, and like there's not too many celebrities. Like the Ant and Dec, you might know who they are. Sting was from Newcastle. That's it really. And Psychic LJ and me. You've been accused of being a Geordie. You see, Wise Angel's not a Geordie. She's a Mackham because she's just from Sunderland. So, okay. I'm just going to ask my guides to come on in. I ask for this stream for everybody listening now and in the future to be protected by Archangel Michael. I ask for whoever needs healing now in the future who's listening to this stream to have healing sent from Archangel Raphael. I ask for anyone who's listening to this stream now or in the future who needs divine guidance, receives the divine guidance from Archangel Metatron. I ask Archangel Zadkiel to uplift and bring peace and calmness to this stream now and in the future, and to keep my connection with Spirit in the light. So mote it be. Amen. I want to start and I want to talk about the United Kingdom. But every time I start and focus on the United Kingdom, I get moved to America. Because when America sneezes, the United Kingdom gets a cold. The energy in America going into 2024 is uneasy. It feels like there is somebody knocking on the door. feels like somebody's knocking on the door, but somebody's round the back of your house taking things. There's a distraction going on. They're trying to distract you from something. None of the politicians that you have in office now want to stop what is coming in, because it benefits them. I can see in my mind's eye a map of America. It's the East Coast. There's going to be some sadness on the East Coast. Going down. There's lots of people running downstairs. There's lots of crowds. There's people waving arms, angry. It's like the police don't know what to do. The sky is grey. Ron DeSantis. It's like he's got it's like he's choking on, his face is going really red. It's like he's choking. It's like he's getting, his face has gone really, really red. It's like he is getting choked by his own tie. It's really weird. I wish I could show you guys what I could see. This isn't anything to do with New York, by the way. This just seems separate. It's like he's getting choked on his tie. It's like his eyes are bulging, his face is going red. That's weird. That's all I get. That's all. It's just the energy just moves away. He's in Florida, isn't he? They're going to try with Trump. It's like they've got these big metal chains that they're trying to throw on him, but it keeps sliding off and missing him. But every time they throw this weight at him, he gets physically, it's draining him. They're going to come for Melania next year. They're going to try and get Melania. What does that mean? Try and get Melania. Throw the book at Melania. Why? I don't know. That's all I can see. He's not going down fast enough. They want to get him. Okay. The thing I've seen with Trump, is I keep seeing him, and I've seen this vision for ages, and I see him and he's on a golf course. He's on his golf course and he's wearing a white polo shirt, black trousers, you know, the ones he wears, like Simon Cowell kind of ones, like old man trousers, you know, those black smart dress pants he wears, those, and like white, crisp white. It looks like it's just out of the packet white, or very well looked after, like a polo shirt, and he's got his red cap on, and then he falls, and it's sunny, and he's playing golf, and he falls to the ground. Let's go back in. I've been shown, because I was just looking at Trump, but in Trump's energy, his daughter, she is going to, she's learnt the mistakes that her dad has made, She's watched him. She knows what enemies he's made. And the Trumps are going to be a legacy political family now. And the daughter is going to go in. Trump's youngest son will be a politician as well. But not for a long time. Biden is not listening to people. I don't know if it's his hearing, and I don't know if it's willful ignorance, but there's something with him not listening. They're telling him not to do some things, and he's walking off and doing it. It's like he's walking on ice with normal shoes on, and he's slipping and he's falling down. And he can't get up off the ice, off the ground. It doesn't matter what people tell him about his son, he does not believe them. He is becoming a liability. He's not listening to people in the middle of America. It's like everyone talks on the East Coast, everyone talks on the West Coast, and the politicians aren't bothered about the middle. There's going to be a strange disease outbreak in California. Like, it's kind of medieval. It's weird. It's not like COVID or anything like that, but there's this weird disease, and it's going to affect the poor, impoverished people. And it's like in LA. Is it LA or somewhere? Or one of LA, San Diego, San Francisco. There's a lot of tents. It's like a disease for the blood. There's going to be problems in America. There is issues. You have a fifth column. But when I say that, guys, it's not just America, it's everywhere. they're going to be saying Trump was right about TikTok. When I was doing a meditation the other week, I saw that there was going to be a rise in religion in both, all over the world, but especially in Western countries. So I'm seeing that there is going to be conversions to Islam, and it's going to be in the youth. Weirdly enough, it's the same group of people who have purple hair and 15 different genders who are converting to Islam. It's, without being disrespectful to a religion, but it's like a trend. And that's started now, but it's going to keep going through 2024. There are going to be people who were more centrist going more to the right. There is going to be a drive towards conservatism. And with it, people are going to go back to church. So there's a rekindling of faith. Canada is going to have that. Canada is going to have problems. Canada is going to have problems because of how the government treated its own people. It's like a fetish. I can't say the word, fetishization of people coming into the country. Like, you automatically must be a good person if you want to go into a country, and people who've lived there for generations are bad, and that's something. No matter what color or religion you are, there's this snobbery from the political classes, and it's true in the US and in Canada and in Britain and Ireland that they don't like talking to the normal people who haven't come in. Trudeau is going to have a scandal in 2024. He is going to come very unstuck very quickly. He has two sides to him, and he thinks people can't see through him. So when he lets the other side come out, that he thinks is hidden, he's going to have to eat some. He's going to have to apologize as well. There's something with his behavior, something's going to come out with him. I can't see him being Prime Minister of Canada long. it's almost like Canada are going to push back and go into more conservative values. It's almost like he's gone too far. There's a tiny bit of water in the ocean, and there's 2 islands, and there might be some posturing from Russia with Alaska up in the top corner of the United States. I'm getting the Indigenous people of Canada, though. There's something with them. I wonder if that's something with Trudeau. There's some scandal there. There's going to be problems in the border from Mexico into the United States. And in the southern states, there is going to be some flooding. I'm not sure where, though, because my geography is not the strong point. I can just see it. It's like a helicopter going over, looks like fields, and they're flooded. And the Caribbean, God, I'm so cheerful, but the Caribbean, that's going to get hit pretty bad by hurricanes. There is an incident at sea. There's another incident at sea. I don't think it's like what happened this year. I don't see it like that. But there is something that happens off the northeast and Canadian coast of America. I'm just going to go to Ireland and then have a little break and we'll go back. Because with Ireland, the stuff happened in Ireland this week. There is going to be more unrest in Ireland. There will be flashpoints through the year. There's a woman. She's really, like, I don't know what her name is, but she's quite like harsh voice. She is a nationalist, I would say. I would say she is going to be a very loud voice in the anti-immigrant movement, and she's a woman. I don't know who it is. She's skinny. She's quite hawkish looking. She looks real serious, you know? But she dresses just like, it's just like a jumper and jeans. I'm seeing her in, like a cream jumper. I think she's not a politician, but she's using her voice for political. She's very anti-immigrant, but she's going to be in the news a lot next year. Or there's going to be a big story with her involved in Ireland. Let's have a drink. I'll go back in. Are you guys enjoying this? Because I'm not. I can't. I'm not looking at the chat. She's not like. She's the woman I'm seeing. She looks like she's someone's mum. She's probably 50s, I would say, maybe 60s. She's skinny. Anything good? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm okay. It's just different, you know. It's there's just this woman with Ireland. I don't know who it is. No, it's in Ireland. The lady's in Ireland, you see. She's fair. Like, I would say I can't really see her hair color. Which sounds odd. She's light. Her hair is fair. So she's, I would say, probably, it's not like red. So it could be more like a strawberry, like a bit of red and blonde, but she's more kind of blonde, brown, whatever. Father Ted's housekeeper, not that one. No. She's really weird looking woman. not weird in a nasty way, but she's like very normal. Oh, Alison, I'm sorry about your hands. Lots of love and healing to you. She's really not very pleasant, to be honest with you. Oh. Weirder than a character. She's, I don't know what she is. She's like, she's very anti. You hear the word banded around a lot lately. Anti-colonial. Who? Like she's anti. She's pretty. I would say she's pretty anti-British. It's not that Ursula woman. No, she's German. She is. And she's blonde. She's not like blonde, but she's fair. You know, she's not like. She's got fair hair. So she's got like a lighter color, so like light brown, mousy, blonde, that kind of color. She's not a proper ginge. If she is ginge, she'd have probably. She's really anti-British. She is. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm picking up her energy and I'm British, but when I'm seeing her energy, in my mind's eye, she's very spiky towards, like, would be my energy. You know, she wouldn't be somebody she would like me. Any royal news? Is it Meghan in a blonde wig? Ah. Oh, don't do that. Oh, hang on. Let me get back. Hang on. Oh, I've got to do Britain yet. Okay. Let me get back into it. Oof. Put you here because I'm going to try. Give us a minute, guys. So if I go quiet, it's just because I'm trying to bring in energy. Ask my guides. Okay, we're ready. We're going to talk about Britain. I have the energy of Winston Churchill here. He says, the men that are in charge are not men. They're more like shopkeepers and bookkeepers. They don't know what they're doing. They are not men of faith. They don't believe in the country. They just believe in themselves. They are weak. They are ruining this country for themselves. I've just asked him what about the others, meaning the other politicians, and he said they're worse. They are criminals. They are empty vessels. They try to fill themselves up from the state, but they're like sieves. Everything just goes through them. It's a great nation, a once great nation, run and ruined by shopkeepers. It says Islam will rise. And they're too frightened of themselves to stop it. The politicians, he means the politicians. I'm asking who can we have for the next Prime Minister? It's just a stream of expletives, to be honest. And Ben Wallace, he says he is the only man who has been in that building, he means 10 Downing Street. That he's thought anything of. He's got quite a lot to say. Tony Blair is a traitor. And his bloody wife, he says. Gordon Brown is a traitor. He says the king knows they're not up to it. The king knows the politicians are not up to the task. But he's also saying anybody with a working brain can also figure this out. He says they're weak. There's going to be more divisions in society. He thinks David Cameron is a weak man. Nobody is going to stand up for what is right. Showing me all of the Palestinian protesters on the streets. He says this will get worse. He says the ideas that are brewed in these demonstrations don't get lost in translation. They develop and grow with each step that the protesters take. Somebody gets more radicalized, more extreme, because they feel justified. This is the fringe minority can become the vocal majority. It's happened before in placid societies. It can happen again. It's always the Jews that get it first. Biden and Iran. There's money there's some funding that's happened between Biden and Iran. But there was more to it. He's saying there was more to it. It's criminal. There's something about Edward Heath. I don't get that. I don't understand. There's something about Edward Heath. He I don't even know if Churchill was alive. Were you alive? Okay. Something happened with Edward Heath. Ted Heath. Something happened with Ted Heath with Ted Heath's government. Ted Heath's and it's laid way to all of this. It's the same as bloody Blair. Please don't be offended if I say this, guys, but he's just said a pair of useless homosexuals. That's not particularly PG, this guy. So the media, people are too shy about saying the truth. We have gone too far. We are too polite. We are too scared of what our neighbours will say about us. We would let them be butchered in their own houses at fear of them thinking us racist. Sunak will not be Prime Minister by the end of next year. It's just called Sunak and Nancy Boy. Fair enough. He's got a map in his hand. He's showing me Europe. There's blood in Germany. Blood is being spilt in Germany. There will be blood spilt in Germany. Blood spilt in France. Blood spilt in Belgium. blood spilt in Spain. There will be problems in Italy, but not in the same way that there was going to be problems in France and problems in Germany. But more will be made of Italy's problems. The reason there's things happening, there will be blood spilt, but the media will try and hush things up. Sweden, issues along the border between Finland and Russia. It says people need to get it through their heads. It's not the colour of the skin, it's you don't know who these people are. You don't just let anyone in your house. Something's going to happen in Poland. The media is going to make more of something that's happened in Poland than it was, than it is. The top of Germany, by the sea. Something's happened in the sea. At the bottom of Spain. There's a little gap. Go along the coast, along the top of the African coast, on the Mediterranean. There's problems. There's attacks. It's telling me not to go there, to visit there. I just asked him, what about Egypt? And he said, not on your bloody life should you go there. Going back to Scotland. Hamza Yusuf is a racist. Okay. Wow, okay. But he's not going to be in power for long either. The Scottish people will see sense and get rid of him at the least. So there is good news for Scotland. Things will get better in Scotland. We're saying there's divisions. The divisions are like the fifth column, like the breaking up of everything. It all sounds very nice and very pleasant. It all sounds very good. We've got our little parliaments, we've got this, we've got that. But what it's there for is to divide. It's divisive. Blair is poison. He did this. That's a good question. I'm just having a look at the thing. That's a good question. I will ask him about China. Let me go back in. He says they don't just rule the world, they own the world. And they've let it happen. Greedy, weak politicians have let it happen. They have their finger in every pie, in every city, on every continent, on every part of the world, every hemisphere, everywhere. They have a finger in every pie. Their big act is they shrug it off and don't look like they do, but they have done it. They are stealth. Empire by stealth. Dominant. I can't say this word for word, but he's basically saying that he's not surprised that the Chinese have done this. Their concept is born out of a puritanical they behave like clones in a way. It's not quite what he said, but it's the best way I can describe it. They behave like clones, like bees. But the bees will turn on another bee if the bee deems to think differently, because this is the way, this is their dogma. Little red books. It's Marxism, a disease of the Germans that has been imported to the East and is now being imported to the West. They started with business, they went into universities, they've seeped into government. It is everywhere. It is a cancer, and we don't have any drugs to treat it. And it has disrupted young people's minds. I just asked him about China and Australia. He says China doesn't need to. China has already won. They don't need to do anything. They're already so embedded in every economy that just by stopping sending goods to a country would be detrimental to that country's economy, whether it be parts or microchips or bolts and nuts, gifts, whatever. All of this, it comes from the enemy, made at a cheap price. We have sold our souls and we only have ourselves to blame. Who's that? There's this guy, the Australian, there's this Australian Prime Minister dude. He sounds like a sauce. I can't get his name, Nays or something. He's just saying he doesn't like him. He says he's useless. He says he's one of these people, one of these divide people, divide. Trying to divide people into categories. You can't do that. That is not humans. Humans get by everyone chipping in, by everybody being part of something. He's showing me like the Native Americans, like the Indigenous Americans, the reservations. He's saying it's divide and rule. It's disjointed. This is a stain on America. There's something wrong with how the reservation, the money, it's more integrated somehow. All right then. Okay. I saw a question. Somebody asked about New Zealand. Let me ask, and then I'm probably going to stop it there because it is. We can do we can do different sessions with different we can do different sessions with different questions, if you know what I mean. We can just do one focusing on the USA, or we can just do one focusing on UK or Europe. I think the biggest threat that's come through is terrorism. I think, let me ask about New Zealand. Something happening on the South Island. He showed me the man. He showed me the guy who's in charge of New Zealand. He's just rolled his eyes. I don't think we need to really. Okay. I'm just going to let him go. He will come back another time. Bambi, he has absolutely no filter. Absolutely no filter. No filter at all. Before he went, he's just told me Odessa. That's Ukraine, isn't it? Odessa. That'll be interesting. Something about Odessa. He had a cigar and he had what looked like to be a brandy or a whiskey. It could have been port. It was like a whiskey glass. It could be. Is Odessa in the US as well, Marge? Yeah, he liked Ben Wallace. He liked one of them. That was it. I didn't ask about Boris, actually. There's more than one Odessa in the US, really? Could Odessa be a symbol or a code word? I don't know. I would think he's referring to Ukraine. It's just because he said Odessa, and sometimes that's all you get. Thank you, Amelia. Sometimes that's all you get. You only get like you only get like the a word, a thing. Is Odessa? No, Odessa's in. I'm sure it's Ukraine. Odessa files. Yes, that's the thing, Raven. Make sure we get all the questions down, because or email me questions and I can write them all down and I can try and get them when they come, like while he's here, because Crimea. I'm glad you've liked it. Thank you, Lover Scorpio. There was a film in the 1970s called The Odessa File. Was it on the Black Sea? If you can hear in the background there, from downstairs, you can hear the cat using, I think it was Astrid, using the litter tray. How is that for something magical to end a night on, eh? Don't worry, Deb, it's fine. It's okay. There is other stuff that's going to happen. It's just there is a lot going to be happening in the US. It feels like. Thank you, Moya. I don't think the whole world is a cat box. It's true. Yeah. Really? Was that the... Thank you, Karen. But this is only part one. This is only the first time I've done it. And often they get the bad news out of the way first, eh? Was she mewing before? She was. That was Astrid mewing around the place. Yeah. Really? Really? Odessa is an American code name for... Really? That is so interesting. Thank you, Ellen. That is really interesting. What I'll do is I'll get rid of the talky bits and I'll just get the predictions, and I'll make a shorter video of it, so you don't have to sit through all of me like yapping on, and you can just like you get to the predictions if you want to come back and rewatch it at any point. I feel like we're going through a difficult time, a different time. But it's like the thing with spirit, there's always like, and that's all. That's not everything that's going to happen. Just don't go on holiday in Morocco or Tunisia, basically. I would have thought. Thank you, Moya. Thank you, Claire. Bye, Stephanie, or Iceland. I would avoid the Middle East for holidays. Yeah, avoid Middle East. Avoid, yeah. In fact, there's some stuff I want to say about South Africa as well that I've picked up, but that's for another day, I think. Oh, thank you, Bambi. Thank you so much. Yeah, we want an absolute monarchy now. Get rid of them. Get rid of them all. Princess Anna's prime minister. Why not? So I am going to swoosh off into the distance and ground. I am just going to close off by saying that anyone leaving this stream or stop listening is protected by Archangel Michael. Anyone who's taking part in this stream has healing sent to them from Archangel Raphael. Anyone who would like to learn more for their highest good and call upon Archangel Metatron and Archangel Zadkiel will protect you and guide you as well. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for all your support in the chat. Thank you from the cats and Mr. Nordy as well, even though he's quiet, because he's letting me work, let me do the things. And I might be out on a live tomorrow. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. Enjoy the rest of your day if you are in the future. Have a good evening, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow at some point. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone. Bye.